Hi there, Sean. Just watched your video about what is science fiction and how would you roleplay the situation. The answer to your question, yes, the scenario that you have just described is science fiction. Even if it's just dealing with the drama of everyday people in the future, that's still science fiction because it's in the future. The scenario that you present involves spaceships, space travel, wars on another planet, and when they come back, Earth is going to be completely different. And depending on your view, it could have flying cars or what have you. Either way, that is science fiction because it's utilising those elements of, I suppose, science fantasy. Fantasy being the overall catch-all term for anything that isn't a real world thing. But, and when I was watching your video, I was reminded of something that happened about a year ago. I was talking to somebody on Facebook. It was a Doctor Who related post, I believe, that kicked it off, and this individual said that Doctor Who isn't science fiction, and I'm like, and asked him to elaborate, and his response was that because although it involves aliens and monsters and other planets and so forth, time travel isn't physically possible. It isn't, yes, I suppose physically possible is the right way to put it. So therefore it's not science fiction because it's not utilising something that we know to be fact and therefore scientific. And I didn't call him out on it, but he was wrong, because that's not the definition of science fiction. Science fiction is something that is beyond the mundane. Fantasy to me is generally the sword and sorcery genre. It's your D&D, it's your Conan the Barbarian or what have you. Science fiction covers anything from superheroes, Warhammer 40k, Doctor Who, Battlestar Galactica, Star Wars, Star Trek. Star Wars is a perfect example because some people say that's science fantasy. Because it's basically wizards, magic swords, the Force is magic, and just put it into a space environment. But I call shenanigans on that again because it's spaceships and aliens and the things that make up science fiction. So that's my thoughts on that. Thanks for a good vid, interesting topic. I look forward to seeing what everybody else comes up with.